It's Dave at the allotment. Allotment Dave.
Hello there, Dave's allotment. Back to freezing cold. Kettle's on, fire's on, rain is on. Radio time, and hopefully the rain will stop. We asked for a bit rain like, so didn't want this much though. Well, let's put the radio on.
And the good news is, of course, is that the bees have been buzzing around my plum tree all of this week. Unlike last year when the snow flattened it and I only got one plum, so I'm grateful because it's when you're actually 17 bees and the bees can look an indicator where you are in the...
Well, as you can probably hear from the rain, it's still raining outside. So I've come in the greenhouse, I've been tidying up a bit. I've noticed that these are actually, the sweet corn's actually getting bigger, so I'm going to plant them on, put them into the bigger size pot. Now that they're starting to grow, they might pick up a little bit quicker. What I usually do, as you can see there, don't know if you can see actually, the root, that's the most important root there, that's your tap root. You don't want to snap that off, so it's best to get them potted on quickly. So what I use, put a bit of drainage in the bottom. Best thing for that, which I've found, is old broken terracotta pots. Smash them up, ideal. You don't really need loads of drainage, like just enough to cover the holes in the bottom of the pot. So right, so I put six bits in there. I'll put 7 in for good luck. Now this is some compost that was there, the sunflowers and that, they didn't grow, so you can still use the compost again. There's nothing wrong with that. It was just, if the seeds knackered, reuse the compost, you know. So a little bit fill. That's the one. And then they just fill up round the edge of the pot. So I've filled up to there where the rim is on the pot, filled up to there. So now it's always a good idea to water the plant before you try and take it out of the pot as well. This makes life a bit easier. I just tap it on the edge. And it comes out. There you can see the roots, that's the tap root there, and all these ones. So just place it in, give it a little bit of a firm down. And that's that. Job done. I'll crack on with the rest of them. So there they are, potted on. Like I said before, I'm not too hopeful of getting any sweet corn this year, because last year the sweet corn was out by now and it was about 18 inches tall. So, but I don't know, give it a shot. I've only got 4 there. I usually have loads of sweet corn, but it's obviously been a bad year for them. They're also sweet corn. They need about 120 days of good sun, which means now that'll take with nearly the end of September. So unless we get a late summer, I could forget about sweet corn. Well, it's up here in the Toon you can anyway. Hello, I was just tidying up in the greenhouse. I've noticed there's me frog. I don't know how on earth they've got into there. I don't actually, they've crawled through the bottle and they're inside. Don't worry mateys, I'll let you out. Let's put the camera on. Tripod. Right. I don't know how long they've been in there. Go on out you get. Happy, turn round. Go on, you're free. You're free. Go on. There he is, going back home. Go on, follow your friend. Go on. There you are. They live in this corner here. They've got a nice little hole underneath the sleeper. There you can see. There's a way. I'll have to shift them bottles because I don't like the idea of them getting trapped. Poor things. Anyway, that's my slug killers. I'll crack on. Well, it's still raining, so I thought I'd better put these couple of these chrysanthemums on because they're getting a bit pot bound. I haven't bothered showing you how to fill the pot up, like that's straightforward. But if you've noticed, this pot here isn't that much bigger than this pot. There's a reason for that. You don't want to plant something into a much bigger pot than it's actually grew in, because the roots will stress, as the roots say, they're running round. So like I say, it'll stress the plant out, because they don't like to have to search too much for the edge of the pot. That's the same with any plant really. If you're going to pot it on, always go for the next size pot up, otherwise your plant will just end up dying basically. So that's that potted on. These ones here, they're getting bigger now, like. I'll have to put this one on, take this shoot off, because you only want to concentrate on one. Say it's starting to get a flower on there, but it's too early for that, so that has to come off. Just pinch it out at the top there, and that'll leave. You want to try and concentrate on 3 stems. So this one and that one's been snapped off. You want to try and concentrate on the 3 stems if you want a good like show flower. But as for that, I'll tell you later. Now, I've noticed. Now if you can see Brendan there, he looks a bit sad. I think I know why. Because he's standing right above a drip. It looks like he's crying. Poor old Brendan. Well, look, he's got a friend now. And meet Rob the Rapper. There he is, keeping them company. Well, he's laughing at him. Rob's laughing at Brendan because Brendan's getting rained on. But there you are. 2 little buds. Well, it's stopped raining. I've got my tab in my hand, so it must be time for the tour of the garden for this week. These bluebells are up, and I was listening to the gardening programme like I usually do, and they were saying that the ones with the fat leaves over there are the European variety, and these ones are the English. But I've noticed this one down here. Watch out the way, Annie. I remember watching a programme years ago, I think it was Gardener's World or something, and this bluebell here is quite rare. It's one of the English varieties. These would have been in here for a long time, these bluebells, like everything else is starting to grow nice. Be a while before we get some flowers on. The cherry is still got blossom. I've noticed as well on a few videos that people, I seem to be lucky because I've got a tap. I can just water anytime I want, but I've noticed that if a lot of people have just got like a communal motorbike going past, a communal like bath, and that's not enough to water for everybody. I wouldn't think, like. But anyway, a while ago I started making this well. I've covered it over because I need to try and make it deeper, but that's about 4.5 foot down now, and that, like I say, I've done some research, and if I go another, say, 3 to 4 foot down with like a bore type drill thing, you can get water like from the water table. So it's worth giving that a go if you haven't got a tap, because in the summer when all the potatoes are up and everything, I leave the tap on, the sprinkler on the potatoes for at least an hour, so because that's what they need, you know. It's worth giving it a shot. There's me garlic coming up. It's been like I say, it's been raining all day. I was going to do a little bit hoeing, but the ground's too wet now. I put my cabbages out the other day. These don't mind a little bit coldness and rain. I don't know if you can see there. But there's 20 in there, and if I've got any space left I'll put some more in somewhere else. I was going to put my ballotti beans and runner beans out, but I heard on the forecast there's going to be a little bit ground frost in the next couple of days, so I'll put them on hold. But I've made me frame. That's going to be, this one's going to be for the runner, the climbing beans. This one's for the ballotti beans, and that one's for the runner beans. And me beetroot. It's hard to see with it being so many weeds, but you can't really hoe until you find out where the seeds are coming up. But they're coming up. There's no sign of the ones I put in last week. Like. Broad beans, they're doing okay. No sign of the peas yet. Oh, I don't know. That could be one. Sorry about that, I was just listening to the match, and Newcastle United have managed to stay in the Premier League, which is surprising. I don't know how they always seem to scrape through. But I'm not here to talk about football. Where was I? The peas. The peas aren't up yet. The onions that were pinched by the blackbirds. I put some more in last week and they've come up. And these rest of them, these are alright. I'll give them a little bit top dressing. Bit fish, blood and bone, that's what they need. Plus this rain, that's been doing them a world of good. We haven't had a good downpour for a while. Me apples have got blossom, so I'm pleased about that. I'll eventually be able to get that find out what they are. Carrots, watch out. All these potatoes in the sack have come up. These are the red Juki York, and this was the compost, the cow manure and compost. They've come up. This is the comfrey and the compost, and there's still no sign of them. So it looks like the cow manure's winning so far, like. No sign of me carrots for the challenge, but these ones under here, they've started coming through. I'll keep the fleece on for as long as possible because the fleece keeps carrot fly away. We don't really get much bother with carrot fly up here, like. I don't know why, but like I say, I've never had any bother with it in the past. My potatoes have started coming up, which I'm glad about. These ones, there they are. It's a little bit of rain, that's all it needs. But like I say, in the summer when all of the plants are up, that sprinkler is on for an hour, because that's what they need, good water. And same with onions, they'll be getting water for at least an hour. because at the end of the day they are 70% water. These strawberries are getting flowers on. The ones up there in the strawberry patch are doing okay as well. There's the Allotment beans. I was going to put them out today, but it's a little bit cold, so I'll just keep them in there. I'll not do them any harm. The greenhouse is tidy. The marigolds are up. I've stopped putting the slug pellets down now because of I don't want to kill the frogs. They seem to be doing the job. I potted on some of them leeks. There's the rest of them. And that's me broccoli, the winter broccoli. They don't go out until about August. And these are the cabbages that are, they're still growing. They don't seem to mind it in there. And that's the sweet corn. That's a greenhouse. Now that stopped raining, it's the sun's trying to get out. It's quite warm. There's Brendan and his mate. Oh, I put these parsley. They've started coming up. And half parsley and half sage. Sage hasn't come up and the parsley has. Or vice versa, I don't know which is which yet. Like, I should have maybe labelled it. The pound shop irises are doing fantastic. No sign of flowering yet, like, but plenty time for that. And the big greenhouse. Now my grapes, since last time, they've started budding. There's the grapes there. Tiny little bunches, but they've eventually come on. There's another one. So things are starting to catch up from where they should be. This potato in the pot has been earthed right up and it's loving it. What I've been doing is I put some cow manure in one of the water butts up there. I put it in a sack and sunk it into the water, and I've been using that to feed the potato, and it loves it. It stinks like, but so does everything, you know. The tomatoes are doing okay. That cucumber, it's not dead, but it's not grown either. It has started growing actually, but Ray's next door is double the size of that. So I don't know if I've got it in the wrong place or what. There's the chrysanthemums I potted on. I put them into here just to make a little bit more space in the small greenhouse. And that's it for the day. It's brightening up. At least I don't have to stay in water for an hour. But what's happened to the weather, I don't know. So I'll sign off. Thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing. Happy gardening. Take it easy everybody. See you later.